toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Boston College Eagles offense will take the field first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pulls it in. It's Golden. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Golden Eagles will have it 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jackson gonna throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Right down the gut of the field. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Golden Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Puts it out of the air. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Really nice play call there, because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is. based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively,
and here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now, a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Makes the grab deep. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This drive will open from the 15. Fires left. Got him downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. Inside. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Rides the back on the option, the give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Gators headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Just feeds the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Gators will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snags it quickly on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. He might want another play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators want to crank their tempo.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they...
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Looking for space. It's Daniels. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with him. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. From the gun, to give, looking for room. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Going to try to get it himself. After 45 on his way.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jackson will throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare, so hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. Got a man. It's Bolden. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And the Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Caught over the middle. It's Abrams. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. To throw, it's Nolan. Going for 6. Touchdown Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barlow. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bolden. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a...
He wants to go deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Gators will hustle to the line. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Pulls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. The quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Sends it back in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Daniels. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And this offense now, it's decision time. Man, they put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch to catch.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson will throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. And I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boston College will send out the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for room. It's Riley. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can...
Looking for a deep man. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Lets it fly on the move. He's got it on the outside. There he goes down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, falls right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Florida, 35, Boston College.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Gators in the hurry up. On the ground, it's Riley. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give them out, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, they're after him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They believe they can run right here. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice...
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Barlow. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the air on first down. And some room to work. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Jackson will throw. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. At the 45, on his way. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Plows through the defense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Nolan. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down. 2nd and goal coming up. Got his man on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Big fella moving. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Texas State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, better look out. Takes it past the marker. He's loose down the left side. The 10. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals.